Once upon a time, an elderly woman lived in a small village. She was known by everyone for her kind heart and peaceful smile. People noticed something special about her. No matter what happened, she always seemed happy. One day, a young traveler came to the village. He saw the old woman sitting outside her little house, weaving baskets and humming softly. Curious, he asked, "Why are you always so happy? Even when bad things happen, you never look sad?" The old woman paused her weaving and looked at him with gentle eyes. "Come," she said, "I'll tell you my story." A long time ago, she had a family. They were not rich, but they were full of love. One morning, her partner became very sick. They had no money for medicine. They tried everything, but he passed away. That was the darkest day of her life. She cried until her tears dried up. She wondered if she would ever feel joy again. But after the funeral, she looked at her children. They needed her. She had to find a way to stand again, for them and for herself. Days passed. She began to change how she looked at life. Every morning, she took a deep breath and said, "This is a new day. I will find something small to be happy about." Maybe the sun was rising softly. Maybe a neighbor brought fresh bread. Maybe one of her children laughed. Some days were hard. On days that felt gray, she reminded herself, "This too will pass." She focused on small things, a warm cup of tea, a bird singing nearby, the simple joys still left in her heart. Slowly, she felt her sadness shift. Not gone, but softer. She could breathe again. She could smile when night came. Over the years, people in the village watched her. When a storm ruined someone's roof or a child got sick, they saw her still greet them with kindness. She didn't pretend nothing mattered. She simply looked for the good, even in difficult days. One time, a traveler lost all his money in the market. He came to her house. She gave him water and a bit of bread. She listened to his story, and she said, "You are alive. Tomorrow you can begin again." The traveler left with tears in his eyes, but also hope. Another time, a fire burned part of the village granary. Everyone was frightened they would have no food, yet she walked to each home. She held the hands of parents. She said, "We still have seeds, and we have each other." She helped organize neighbors into the fields. She helped them plant again. She was quiet, but she had a strength that spread. Over time, the traveler who had watched her from the start learned her secret. She did not ignore pain or loss. She acknowledged hard times, but every day she reached for something small that still felt like goodness. When the young traveler asked her about happiness again, she simply smiled. We can't control what happens, but we can choose where we focus. If the world gives you loss, still look for a small gift. Honor the sadness, but don't live in it. My aunt was just like her, but unfortunately she passed away. Do know someone who is just like her? If you do, then share in the comments. I will definitely read it.